Hello my favorite people. Can I just start off this video by saying this is a terrible, terrible day. It's been a terrible week. As you guys know, I have a specific taste and like passion for music, hence my entire channel being a reaction channel, a channel that is focused on pop music, different like cultures throughout the world, you know, just music in general. So I sort of take it personally whenever something, like I put so much effort and like passion into something and it comes back to basically be a waste of my time and energy. With music, for me, it's either a 50-50 shot. I either love it or I hate it. And when I find something that I love and I like, it becomes a part of me. So you guys can understand how this situation with Doja Cat and Lana Del Rey, it has and is affecting me. And honestly, I'm not going to do any cuts to this video because I want it to be very raw and authentic. So if I like stumble across my words or freaking hit my bush like I just did, just ignore it, because like I said, this is going to be raw, uncut, my opinion, everything that's going on. So you guys have been telling me to react to Zachary Campbell, who is a fellow black YouTuber, and he speaks on sort of the same topics that I do, and our channels are very similar, but he gave a perspective to the Doja Cat situation that is different than the one that I gave in my video, which I uploaded yesterday or the day before that. So in my video, I talked more about how she slapped the black community across their face, even though we are the ones who gave her her platform, essentially. She was basically a caricature, or she is a caricature of what she's now saying she hates and like is demeaning. And in Zach's video, apparently he has given a viewpoint of both sides. So I want to see how, like, what the heck could her side be, basically. I want to know why or how you could say and do the things that she's done. So apparently Zach said that though in his video, and we're going to react to that. His video is called Doja Cat, This Is the Problem. And I love Zachary Campbell because the only time he's ever biased is whenever it comes to Nicki Minaj, and this has nothing to do with Nicki Minaj, therefore he's not going to be biased, I hope. So yeah, like the video, like this video. His video is going to be in the description down below if you want to go check that out. Yeah, like this video, subscribe if you're new here, road to 20,000 subscribers, and yeah, follow me on Instagram and Twitter. Here we go.
Hello. Hey girl, how are you? All right, well I just want to make sure you pick up. I'm invited the whole entire army.
For those of you who don't really know what's going on or aren't familiar with Zachary Campbell, he does, let me back up. He does these things where he like does a Skype call or like FaceTime call to celebrities and artists who he feels like he needs to give advice or talk to. So in this case, he's giving a Skype call to Doja Cat, and he's basically gonna run her for filth, hopefully.
All here, I want to make sure we all have a good old combo about what's going on. I think there's been a lot of talk about racism and cancel culture. It's really pumping through this time. So cancel culture decided to pick Doja Cat to be the next victim.
I would just like to say, cancel culture didn't pick Doja Cat. They found what Doja Cat did, therefore she's now canceled. It's not like she's innocent. Like, I feel like saying it this way, because people talk about cancel culture and say that it's toxic, but more often than not, it's not actually, like, in the wrong. It goes after people who do things that are wrong, therefore they get canceled. So cancel culture found, how can I even phrase this? Cancel culture didn't come for Doja Cat. Doja Cat did things as if, like, it's like committing a crime right in front of the police. Obviously the police have to arrest you. That's the best way I can describe it. Cancel culture didn't find Doja Cat. Doja Cat found cancel culture. And they acted how they're supposed to act. Canceling her.
Of being canceled and being thrown to the wolves, and we're done standing her, we're done. I'm more concerned with the fact that we are canceling her before we even get to understanding what's going on. It's really hard for me to really dig deep into this because this is not just another artist. This is not just another girl we all stand. This is someone that's a part of our community. And this is a Tired Army member also.
He's saying, yeah, she's a part of our community. I'm thinking he means the black community, maybe pop culture. He said something else that was like, how can we cancel her? It's not like, obviously we don't know the concrete facts yet, and we won't be able to know that until one, Doja Cat confesses, or two, like hardcore evidence from like the chats or video evidence or photos from all the stuff she's done surfaces, hence cucumbers going in places that they shouldn't be going. But my thing is, I wouldn't be so like believing all of it if it wasn't like multiple accusations. Like one saying like, oh, one time she said he didn't do nothing. Just saying that, but it's like a whole case that's been built on this girl at this point. So you're telling me that every accusation is false? Who would care that much? Honestly, no disrespect at all. Who would care about Doja Cat that much to like make up these fake stories, like these multiple fake stories, just to like blacken her name? Unlikely.
This is kind of hard to just be like, girl, you're tired, this is a chop, we're done. I had to step back before everybody else was making videos. I need to step back to see what I was talking about first before I got into the Gigiana. Let's talk
Gigiana.
Right? I see all the things about her being on some type of chat room where she is saying racial slurs, things of degrading herself with white men. So the first thing I thought nothing of it. I was like, yo, okay, girl, I'm sure that she probably owns something and being Doja Cat, because Doja Cat always on live being crazy.
That's not just like quirky Doja Cat though. Like that's and there were people in my last video saying like, why do you care so much? If it's her kink, let her do her. That's not a kink. That is literally like letting white people demean you, who you are. It's not just her. Basically, she's doing that to the entire community. And I feel like in this instance, to have an opinion on something like this, you need to you get what I'm saying? You need to be... I'm saying it without saying it, because I don't want to, you know.
I had to read back into it. I'm like, oh, it's a chat room with other people. The first story I saw was she was in a chat room with white supremacists, and she's in there claiming to be anti-black and saying the N-word, hard R.
Okay. With this, I feel like that's a troll. Because obviously she didn't just bump up in there like, hey, I'm black, I hate black people too. I'm sure in the white supremacy chat, she didn't like let them know who she is. She probably acted like she was one of them and just trolling. That's still weird, but like, I don't think that's necessarily racist. That's just trolling and stupid.
And really going in like how she didn't want to be black and I'm like, wow, this is a...
I stand corrected. No.
So I'm reading and I'm watching the videos, and everybody's posting, and I'm like, so when did she say, I don't want to be black? I was waiting for that. I did see when she said the N-word, hard R, and I said, uh-oh. But she's black. I was like, well, okay. She's okay.
And being black is what gave her her career. Thank you.
But no excuse. I was told there was black people in the room too, but we won't get to that.
Ooh.
So she was saying,
man, why are we so weird?
N-word, hard R, right? And they respond, oh, my lady, da 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 da. You know, they didn't say anything to add fuel to the flame and be like, yeah, you were an N-word with a hard R, and yeah, F N-words. Like, it wasn't that kind of chat room. Okay, I don't see anybody else being like, yeah, you know, are just terrible. Like, I didn't see that vibe that everybody was trying to push for. But then that song came up, the Didn't Do Nothing song, that was buried up from the ashes and that was pushed away. They found that, and that term, if you did not know, is derogatory towards black people and
didn't do nothing. Basically, when someone of color gets arrested, they're going to say wrongly, let me specify, when they get arrested wrongly and they try to explain, I didn't do it. This is like a whole like deep like into this country that I don't really, I don't feel like I'm educated enough in the topic to discuss properly, so I don't want to speak on it too much. but basically the Dida Do Nothing is like people of color saying to the police, I didn't do it, I am not guilty, telling the public like I didn't do it, but just because their skin color, they're looked at as you did it, period. No justice, no explanation, you did it, period. Especially with like executions, I feel like this was very prevalent back in the day. For instance, I don't remember his name, but there was a little boy who was escorted to the execution chamber for the murder of 2 little white girls, and it turned out that it was like their uncle that did it, and everyone knew it was their uncle, but yet they still executed this little black boy. And the only thing he took into the chamber was his Bible, and because he was so small and it didn't fit on his head, the electric stuff, they made him sit on the Bible so that he could be like higher up. It basically, the Dida Do Nothing is actually like real sometimes. Like sometimes people of color or even white people are accused of things that they didn't do. But to make a meme and like joke out of that, like people are losing their lives. People are going to jail for years, prison, for things they didn't commit. And the way that this society and country is built on, it's like looked at as not serious. And this is the part that makes it so crazy. She's a part of the community. You know, she is us. So the fact that she's out here doing this is like disgusting and like shocking. I feel like it's not so much that I'm not even just that I'm mad and like just grossed out by her now. It's like I'm shocked by it. Like, how the heck can you do this? How can you even think this kind of stuff about your own people? Not trying to separate us from everyone else, but like, you are us. You psychopath. Which is, maybe she has problems within herself, because I don't think this can just be a kink. All this that I don't know. I'm going on a rant.
Brutality. Definitely Sandra Bland around that time. Now that took me aback.
Didn't do nothing.
Because I was like, whoa.
People are dying.
If this is the case, Doja, I have to look at you a little differently. Is something wrong? Is everything okay? Why are we having this conversation? And you just had #1 record. And then it clicked. I said, you just had #1 record. Everybody is going to be on your head. Everything is going to come out. Every and anything. You have all the attention on you right now. So then I got to do some more research. I said something doesn't.
But this doesn't feel like promo. And this is the wrong kind of promo. You know, they say every kind of publicity is publicity, therefore it's good. But no, that's not right. You have people coming at you, looking at you a certain way now, which is not going to make them want to stream your music. Just look at Riley Simpson and the whole DDG scandal that went on. In the beginning, people were firing at her, but now look at her channel. No one cares. So eventually it's going to die out and you're going to fade away. If all this is proven to be real.
Right with me. I don't see this. I don't see her being a racist. And then I got to thinking, I said, I had a whole conversation with the Titus Army and Camilla Cabello about being racist.
Camilla freaking Cabello.
This conversation is a little different from Camilla's because
Camilla,
but she made a huge mistake. Being a non-black person, speaking on black things and making a mockery of black people. That was written, that was done. She was younger. This is a whole different situation. I've forgiven her. If you haven't, that's you. But I also think that people can grow. I think people can change. I think people can grow into something better. And I think Camilla has. And I think with this...
And that's not me being immature. Like, no, I'm not forgiving Camilla. She was old enough to know better. But, like, why is it that black people at such young ages need to know the difference between right and wrong, but freaking a girl who's what, 14, 16 gets to claim she didn't know any better? Like, at the age of like 6, I was taught living in a small town, I had to know the difference between me and them, how to act, how to portray myself in the presence of like, what, I was about to say superiors, which is really terrible. Older white people in my community. I had to know how to act in front of them. I had to know what I could say and what I couldn't say. At the age of what? Elementary school. So you're telling me a high school girl, someone who just left middle school, grew up around so many different kinds of people, didn't know what she could and couldn't say, what she was like, what was good and not good to say and do? That's in her heart. That's how she felt. It's not, oh, I made a mistake, it was something stupid, it was a joke. No. You you in the moment you wanted to say it, so hold to it. Keep it. That's how you felt then, that's how you should feel now. Don't start to chitter chatter now just because you're famous. Fuck.
Situation, It was a light-skinned girl, a biracial girl, being painted as a racist because it's easy to do so because she is light-skinned and because she is biracial. So looking into all of this, and I'm thinking that Doja Cat now is around here preaching about not being black or not wanting to be black. So then I got to thinking, well, if that is the case, you got to dig into her background. Because before you call someone a racist, you have to have concrete evidence. Like, let me see if she said something that was demeaning towards black people a while ago or maybe now. This is a girl with biracial parents that had a Caucasian mother that raised her and her black father who abandoned her. I have a situation.
In the back of my head, I was thinking, okay, the biracials, the white mom, the black dad. I'm gonna say it because this is my platform. I feel like I can speak freely on here. The biracials who usually have the white mom, the black dad, are not the typical black child. If you know what I mean, you know what I mean. Black child. So, take it for what you mean. Basically, I'm trying. I don't want to say it.
In my past with friends in school, being from Detroit, like I said, we did not have a lot of.
There's a difference. There is.
People, so I didn't hear it.
There is a difference. There is. It's not like me being judgy or anything. There's just a difference. There is. You can go to any college, go to any environment where it's a group of black people. You will be able to tell. Just the vibe is different.
Other people's mouths. But because we had a lot of mixed and biracial kids in school, it would be somewhat of an issue when those kids would say the N-word. I remember some light-skinned kids in my school would get picked on or even bullied for saying the N-word or feeling like they're a part of being black. Because people my skin tone would feel like you don't have the right to say, or because your mom is Caucasian or your dad is Caucasian,
I don't agree with that.
You don't have the right to say anything. I always personally felt like that was wrong because I always felt like when you put a drop of black blood into somebody, that just makes them black. That's just me, and that's maybe just me being a proud black person. But I just feel like you mix black.
Yes, you're black, but as black as me, no.
Something girly black.
Not that it's competition or anything.
That's just what it is. And that's where we at. Some people don't feel like that. Some people feel like that is racism. Or when they say the N-word, it hits a little differently. Or maybe coming from a different space because their heart is not the same with two black parents. You know what I'm saying? Then I get to thinking, does Doja Cat really authentically know how to be a black woman? And when I say that, I mean the characteristics, the morals that a black woman would have get on a tiny chat and speaking the way she was speaking or being the way that she is. We don't know if her mom was telling her, hey, your dad isn't nothing. And we don't live for him. And she could have equated black, my dad isn't good, then black people just ain't.
But then why use the blackness that you have to basically get you famous? Juicy, the hips, the booty, all that. If you hated it so much, why use it to your advantage? That's so... And I see from her perspective why it would be a good thing. Obviously, she got a jump start on her career because of it. But, you are using the exact same thing that you're saying that you hate. Your entire being is based off of that. So, it's just, funny. The one thing that you're saying you hate so much is the only thing that you have that gave you, everything you have. So, I feel like she's having an inner conflict within herself. Which is still a win for us, I don't know why I'm kind of making this like a us versus them, which I'm trying not to, but it's just coming out that way. Basically, I'm trying to say the fact that she had to use everything she's saying that she hates just to become the Doja Cat that we know is a good thing for us. You had to use everything that you say you don't like about yourself to make you who you are. And my battery's about to die, so on that note, guys, we're just gonna have to end this video. I'm going to watch the rest of Zach's video, and maybe I could do a part 2 and just explain my viewpoints on everything else he does. But this reaction's got to end because my battery's about to die. Subscribe, like, do all that. I'll see you in the next video. Bye. Oh, and I can talk more about Lana Del Rey if y'all want to, because she's tripping.